Let's do this. Okay, we are in what I call the love room. This is the iCloud, the love cloud, right? I like down comforters because they're super cozy, fluffy, and they just feel embracing, don't you think? So a couple things. Number one, it's Tuesday, Tickle Me Tuesday. It's Take Out the Trash Day too, because the trash man goes by. Most of the trash and recycling has been picked up on the street, but my neighbor's doing the lawn. It's all good. So when I get to interact, I'll just jump up on here. Hey Shayna, how you doing? What? So, you caught me live, dear. So I have a few closets, and they're very small. The period of this house was built in 1947, just after my dad was born, actually. And one closet is over here. The other closet's in the other room. It's really a 2-bedroom. It's not very large. Okay. So I had gone to Target, aka Target to many, and I bought this clothing hanging rack. And I decided that was where I was going to put most of the stuff that I use more like readily available. Initially when I got this, I was going to put it in another room and kind of move it around, and you know, the other room was an office space, and then it was also excess when I was trying to organize myself. Because I have several storage bins, and I was saying yesterday that I like to change out my clothes according to season. So right now, for example, we're getting ready to transition into autumn. Some people call it fall. I prefer the word autumn. I think it just sounds more elegant and romantic, and the falling of the leaves, not just fall, but autumn, autumnal. We're getting ready to transition, to transform, you know. It's that, it's in part of the aging process of life, right? All of us go through these different cycles. Hence the reason why we need to purge. So we're going to go through all of this. It's really, I'm going to say it doesn't look that bad, but then I may pull them out and go, ooh, I got stories. So I'm going to share some stories with you. I'm going to also share some words of wisdom that pop up, whatever comes up. I got Prince Buddy on the floor over here at the foot of the bed because I'm keeping an eye on him. He has his blankie on him. And yeah, let's get ready to rumble. How are you all faring with your decluttering? Is it challenging? Have you found that maybe it's bringing up emotions? Hey, what better time to do this than right after the new moon? New moon is all about setting intentions. It's about refresh, start new. And you know, there's never a better time than now not to wait, right? So, without further ado, I do. And so I went to my Kundalini sadhana this morning, hence why I'm in all my whites. And I have my bracelets on. We have Archangel Gabriel, we have Mother Mary, and Jesus. All right, how shall we tackle this? I decided to go with this first just because I know I can take some of this and decide if it's staying or going. And you know what? Y'all can help me a little bit here too with hearts and thumbs up or angry, whatever you want to throw out there. If you think it's something I should keep or get rid of, I will take your advice and purge. This here, off to the side, I brought this in because I had already started purging stuff to sell because I have a lot of good quality clothes, and there are plenty of people out there that could benefit. And again, like I said the other day, I take very good care of my stuff. A lot of the stuff is high-end, very nice quality. For example, I mean, I can show you just a couple things from this. I got this in IKEA years ago when I was stationed and working over in Belgium. Now, one of the main reasons I tend to put things in boxes is because it keeps the dust off. And here in Florida, oh, and there he goes. He's decided to go check on the front door. So, typically, the dust creates an issue on the clothing. And, you know, again, dust, dirt, it collects, creates issues, all sorts of what have you. So this is an Ann Taylor dress with the matching jacket that goes over it. Very classic piece, right? Lined jacket. What do y'all think? I'm not going to be wearing this anytime soon. That's why it's in there. That means it's ready to be given to a new home, somebody else. You know, you put it on. It's very nicely fitted. It has pockets that I never undid because you could, you know, that's one of the things. Sometimes people will take the seams out so they'll utilize the pockets. I kept these seams on so that this pocket stayed flush. But again, the next person who wears and owns this could end up deciding, you know, I'm going to use those pockets. I have other suits that I did take the seams out because it just made more sense. Come here, baby. Let's check on the baby. So again, I'm going to hang this up. Let's bring Buddy back in here. Come here, baby. Buddy, come lay down. Whoopsie. So Buddy has a special spot at the foot of the bed. Come here, honey. Lay down. I know you're such a good watchdoggy. Yes, you are. He is such a good watchdoggy. He's even watching me get all this stuff down. He's a good boy. Yes, you are. Thank you, baby. He has been really learning well. He's listening better. He's having his issues with the food transition. I really believe it's the allergy to the fleas. A lot of people, my dog included prior, Angel, had the contact dermatitis, the rashing, the itching. It was a lot of the allergy to the fleas. And there's only one thing that worked for her, and it was because also we have heartworm issues down here that concern me as well. But this, for example, now we're talking designer. This, I'm not going to be wearing this anytime soon, and it kind of looks very like Manchurian style, like Chinese, right? With the buttons. Y'all can see that, right? Nice pinstripe. Has the matching pants on the bottom, which I have because I have those special hangers. And on the sides of these pants, these probably wouldn't even fit me anymore. I don't wear, I don't fill out my clothes like I used to. When I used to eat a lot more heavily, and these outfits predominantly were during my time when I was still consuming gluten and dairy and all the things that were causing me inflammation and irritation in my body. So you see matching pants, no pockets in these pants. And this is a Kenzo, K-E-N-Z-O, size 38. If anybody knows the designer Kenzo, this is one of a couple that I own and am going to post online for sale. As well as, there's another one in here that is really pretty. I think it's this one. Oh, that's not that one. I also have casual corner silk jackets and silk dresses and silk blouses and Prada. This is actually one of my favorites of my blouses from Prada. And it's really pretty because it's this really sweet, soft pink, petal pink, right? And it has 3/4 length sleeves, and it has this, basically it's a silk scarf built in where you wrap it around the back, and when you put it over here, there's another side, so what you do is you create a bow. And this is definitely always one of my favorites. It just feels so sweet and romantic and elegant. So, you know, you could do that, but the problem with me is I was finding I was a little too busty, and it was always pulling the button a little too tight. So somebody just a little bit smaller than me will fit into this perfectly. But very well maintained, no stains. Just, again, take care of your stuff because it could benefit someone else and you're not throwing it into a landfill, and someone else can enjoy it. If you enjoyed your stuff, then you're passing on good energy. This was during my time when I was thriving. I was living in Italy. The people at Prada knew my name. They knew my dog. And yeah, it was one of my main shopping stops on my way and back and forth. And here's another Kenzo. In fact, I might have 3 Kenzos. So this one, this is, I have so many different styles too. Check this out. I like the lining. Sometimes I get attracted to the lining. Can you all see that? There's this nice shimmer in it and all. And it has such a particular back to it. When you see the back, it's very, kind of goes into that vintage style where instead of a straight down the back, it goes around, so it accentuates the shoulders. No shoulder pads, but it's very well formed. Ooh, gosh, I haven't put that on in a while. This is what happens. You put clothes on and you go, well, wait a minute here. I might be able to get away with that. I might not need it. And this has pockets too. This is the other cool thing. I didn't sew these pockets down. So the pockets are right here. The arms are a little bit long on me, but I love that the shoulders have that nice, kind of reminds me of the 40s, right? The back, the way it goes across here, and then the shoulders, the way they nicely form around. But again, like I said, pockets, ladies, you know what I'm talking about. Women should be designing clothes. We know what we need. What is with men's pants have these deep pockets and women are sitting around here going, where are the pockets in my pants? For years I remember thinking that, like, really? I need pockets. The bags get heavy enough. I mean, this is my daily bag and I don't need everything that's in it all the time. But any woman out there will tell you there's the bag that carries everything and all things. Especially if you got families, you got kids, you got partners, you're probably carrying their stuff because that's what we do. And it's kind of a funny story, but when I lived in Italy, I had one Italian boyfriend he used to call, basically we were called la bombola, the doll, which sounds silly, and it's actually insulting technically. There goes the trash man. We appreciate him. That one was recycling. We really want to stay away from being labeled and allowing these things. Ladies, I know a lot of us are getting frustrated. We're kind of up to here with the old paradigms, the old, go along to get along, and, oh, she's just because of being a woman. There's a lot of anger coming up for some of us, right? So, yeah, there was this La Bombola. She's the bombola, the doll, and she carries the purse. I had another boyfriend who said something like, kind of like the camel, always has that extra. The camel has the extra hump to carry the water to sustain it, right? So on one hand, it sounds like it's endearing if you look at the real meaning, but then it's like, well, who the heck wants to be called a camel? It's almost like, or a mule, or anything that's carrying and not appreciated. So that's kind of what just popped up for me just now. Now these pants, now we're talking flare, right? And I bought these, I believe, when I was in Czech Republic in Prague. I don't remember what store I was in, but these have the pleats, kind of cool too. If you like this style, has pockets, has these really cool pleats, and this is like a plummy purple, very plum. There's a sheen to this material, if you can see it. Who all's in their closets with me today? I'm serious, this is just the beginning, and I will get through them all. Patience, kindness with your mind. Never assume that you know what's going to happen from day-to-day basis. One of the things that's been hitting me since my mom's 2-month passing the other day is that, we'll say we want to spend time and we love people, but we get so caught up in the mundane, the minutia, all the little details of things we need to get done to take us away from enjoying and having fun. I mean, really, think about that. Do you take time, or do you say, oh, I'm too busy, oh, I'm too busy, I'm too busy, or I can't, I don't have time, whatever it is that you say, and really sit with that and go, is that really true, or is it just not that you're putting the priority on it? And it's also very humbling because, of course, we feel guilty later for not having made the time for people we love, especially when they're gone. There is nothing bigger of a lesson than what happened for this summer with losing my mom the way I did. It had been over 8 years since I'd seen her. And so it's very important that you make time for family and friends and people who you really truly value and love in your life. Even if it's once a month. But still, you don't know how much much longer they're going to be with you. And it's easy to say, oh, but I got this that needs to be done. Well, you know what? Maybe that person's not there the next day, and that might be your last opportunity. So you have to seize the moments and take the opportunities as they come. Don't let your mind bully ya, because it is the biggest bully. All right, so that was just some of the items I've put over here so far. I put pillows because this thing is really multi-versatile. I have some drapes in here and pillows, and the reason I did that was because it's utilizing space. When you've lived in small spaces, you can appreciate what I'm coming from here. On another note, I made up this beautiful smoothie, and I took some cantaloupe, some different herbs, and kombucha. As you can see, it's separated. It is so yummy, yummy tasty. I should have brought the spoon in so I could stir it. It's not going to stir the way I want it. That's what happens. Melons are very full of liquid, and when you put all those herbs in, it creates this foamy mess. So, another sip and we'll continue on. Before I push play, I'm going to tell you, it's so dusty in here. I was wiping some things down. I didn't even get to dust everything in every area I wanted to. But what I did do, I feel good about. Hey, it's a little bit that counts. Ladies and gents, make sure you're wiping down your windows, your mirrors. They collect dust, and they need to be clean so you can see clearly again. And that's a feng shui thing too. Moving the dust, clearing the clutter is gonna make your life so much better. And it might not show up right away, but chances are it will, because you'll just feel the weight come off your shoulders. Let's start from the right. So sometimes I sleep in my little white dress, which I did this morning. And, oh, this is the fun part. So over here on the right, during Hurricane Irma last year, I packed up a whole lot of stuff that I thought, you know what? I'm in a situation where let me just pack all my expensive designer stuff, because at least then I could sell it, and then I'd have some money to probably repair or fix or do whatever I needed to. That was part of my thinking, because there is a reason for everything, right? So a lot of things did not get put back in their proper storage bins. Because I wasn't going to get to them right away. And it was an exhausting time last year. For those of you who were affected by Hurricane Irma, I think everybody went through their own form of PTSD. To hear it, to be immersed in it, to be hearing that we were supposed to get hit so bad. In the end, it was not that bad. And it just created more chaos in our homes and our lives, because we were trying to prepare for the worst, which I'm not knocking. But what ended up happening, my house was in complete disarray. Bins were everywhere. My refrigerator I had cleared. It was crazy. It was really mass pandemonium. And unnecessary, but necessary at the same time. So here are some of my favorite suits that I'm not getting rid of anytime soon, because these are classic that I know I can wear these. And in November, my niece is getting married in Long Island, so I'm going to have to pull out one of my formal dresses for that. Now this is Armani, Emporio Armani. These are classic blue and white pinstripe. Mom always said, make sure you have classic pieces. This is the jacket that goes with it. I love this jacket. So you can fold these down, or you can turn them up, just depending on how you want to wear them. You put them on, you get these nice tailored shoulders. Yeah, you can button it or not. Again, I did not I kept these sewn down, the pockets, because I don't put my hands in my pockets. But if you had unsewn them, you take the seam out, you can tuck the pocket sleeve over there into the pocket. Some people do that. And again, you can fold it over like this, or if you wanted to, you could just go like this. And all you need is to put a nice scarf to accentuate with a nice sheath or slip underneath, however you want to do it. You can even wear this over a nice pair of white jeans, regular jeans, a skirt, a dress. This is the beauty of classic pieces that my mom taught me. So that is definitely my favorite. One of my first really nice fancy purchases was my Max Mata. And because I like particular pieces, I like different geometrical shapes and patterns. I really enjoy unique pieces that nobody else has. So this has pants that are in here as well. And there they are. And they're just straight pencil pants. They do have pockets. And what I like about Max Mata and their classic styling, even along the pocket line, it's stitched. You know, there's individual stitches that give it that extra edge. The sheen and the beauty of the material is just gorgeous. This is a wool suit. You also, one of the other reasons you put these away in boxes and bins and wardrobes is because, especially with wool, which someone informed me that what you can do with wool is you can wrap wool towels and blankets or rugs. What you do is you put them with newspaper, and apparently there's something in the newspaper that moths will stay away from, because you don't want the moths eating your clothes. So here's one of the things, the way that this jacket is so special. Again, the stitching detail around the neck. It has this double breast, but when you undo this one, it opens up. I'm gonna have to put this on. It's like a little short crop jacket, suit jacket. See how cute that is? And it comes to here. And I've worn this with jeans and skirts. And there's an inside button on both the right side and an outside button on both left side. And so, for example, you can just do that or open it up like this, because on this side then you have the eyelet of where this button goes through. And there's a button up here, which I think I've done this. No. This is where the top button, if you wanted to make it more like a formal, or cover your neck, for example, and you would button underneath. What does everyone think? Ah! So this is my fun little reminiscing time too. So when I was first in the Air Force, not first, at the very tail end of my time in service was when I went to Italy, and I bought this as part of my new wardrobe for transitioning out of a uniform. And I was so extremely proud and grateful because it was such a beautiful piece. And back then, I'm going to tell you right now, before the euro, when it was still the lira, the cost of this compared to what it would be now because of the exchange rate when they changed to the euro, it's a huge difference. I mean, to me, and most Americans who traveled abroad, it was more affordable back then. And then the euro, at one point, was almost double the dollar. So, you know, there's a huge shift in the economy happening now, just like it was then, but we don't know what's going to happen next. That's the scary part, right? Okay, so I have all dark suits. This is actually for my Burberry jacket, and I put them in here to protect them from any elements. And now, another really cool suit. So when I came back to the States, I had bought all of these. Again, I was stationed in at bowling and DIA in the DC area, and I went to the mall with my girlfriends, and they had this Italian, go figure, I have an affinity for good quality in Italian, and these are very particular because I don't think they had but maybe one or two suits, and they were in completely different sizes, so I was very fortunate to find my size. The reason I like this one so much is because it's so form-fitting. And on the back, as you can see, it's got all this ribbon going through it, creating this kind of eyelet sewn through, you know, like it's laced up on both sides. The sleeves are perfect. For women, we always want the sleeve to come down to about here if you're going to have it come down. You don't want it to be like up here, unless it's a 3/4 length. Now the pants Oh, yes. Pants as well have the ribbon going through here, all sewn through. And on the legs, where you would put the bow, it goes slightly, it looks straight leg, but it looks a little wider. Not like a bell bottom, but nice and fitted. And it doesn't have pockets, it's just a simple straight pant on the top. And with some heels, you just feel on top of the world, like a, powerful woman ready to take on that business contract you're getting ready to go in and sign. And this is why I really love dressing up. It makes you feel good. And when you feel good, you feel more in your personal power, right? Right? So like I said earlier on one of my posts, our emotions are similar to clothes. Sometimes we get too comfortable in them that we don't realize we're not of them. So that's the key in life, is letting the emotions surface and confronting them, but don't wear them like they are your identity. They're not. They're just there as signs and guiding tools to teach us, right? I've had to learn that. But I'm upset and I want justice. How many of us in our lives have fought for something that was maybe not really something we had to fight for? If we accept it in ourselves, we don't have to fight for anything. But to demand it of someone else or of ourselves or anybody for that matter really is just showing we don't feel we have control over ourselves. Because we just need to be the example. Nobody does anything to us, but we won't figure that out unless we confront our mind and our stuff. And I've got one of those nails that caught. You ever have that happen where you've got a nail that's got like a little cut into it and then it catches on everything? Well, it didn't catch on the clothes, but it caught on the garment bag. And I have more garment bags, I'm sure, somewhere. So I'm just going to put the nice ones in here. These are getting put away. I'm going to probably have to put together another bin full. I have more bins with designer stuff. It's just these were still out here, and I was trying to clean up and clear space. Again, like I was saying yesterday, when you have a certain limited amount of space and you open it up to someone else, you have to make exceptions and allow them in. But also, there's compromise in relationship. Do you know we grow most in relationship that we can think we can get out of, oh, I don't need anybody, but we need each other. All of us need one another. Because when I work on myself, I know I'm doing it for you. And whatever you're doing for everyone too. You are in service 24/7 whether you know it or not. Service in the sense that whatever your thoughts are, whatever you believe, that either serves or it doesn't. And it's going to serve even if you don't think it serves, because service is, it just naturally comes. If you're this is an interesting conversation because, or thought, me reflecting. When we serve, sometimes we're serving in a way that upsets people, right? Like Yogi Bhajan would say, poke and provoke, right? That God stands for the generator, organizer, destroyer, or deliverer, right? So that's kind of how we will serve one another. We're either going to generate, organize, and destroy, or we're going to deliver. Now, I personally don't think anything needs to be violent. It's all in where you're coming from. If you're violent, that's because you got some violence going on within you. And we talk about ahimsa, which is do no harm, but most of us are doing the most harm within ourselves. Again, our ego mind is our biggest bully, and we shouldn't allow it to overtake us or beat us up. Moving on. So, we have more suits over here. Some of these, again, this is a really beautiful, I think it's a 4-piece. And I love this. I got this at Nordstrom years ago when I was, again, getting ready to get out of the Air Force. There's a skirt. It's, oh, cute. I love this. The pants it's a charcoal gray. It goes with everything. Goes with everything. Has little pockets. They're straight leg pants. Again, you put some nice heels on underneath and you just feel on top of the world. The skirt is super cute. It has this cute little skirt flare on the back. I'll show you this without getting to take everything apart. So, I gotta get up on this bed. So here's the front, and on the back, as you can see, it has this cute little kickback that drapes down. And so when you put this on, it just flatters. Anybody who's got hips, and it just flatters. It feels, again, feels all romantic because that's how I like my clothes. This one I probably will never wear again, and so that is going to be put in the, I'll sell that because somebody else could benefit from it. These are size 4, and the designer was Debbie Shuchat. The inside of everything, pinstripe and red. I love that. All well maintained. Has a cute little jacket and a vest. So the vest, I remember, and I like that it angled off, right? So it has an inside button, and the button's up here at an angle, right? And then the jacket, I have to be careful of the fan, I know. That's the one I hit my head on and left the bump. And they have little eyelet buttons. And it has some piping in it, so it keeps the form. So you see how when I go like this, there's some inside piping to keep it. It's fitted again. And the back is it's a little shorter. See how that is? Super, super cute. Hey Carl, how are you? You have about 15 coats. Ugh, a dapper Englishman. How many coats does everyone own? Do you enjoy and get to wear them often is the bigger question, right, Carl? This will definitely be in the post on, I don't know, what would be the best venue. I really have to be selective about where I post. If I put it on Facebook Shop, you know, they have that way, Facebook Market. I'm thinking I'd be willing to actually send those in the mail because they are so nice and I want them to go to the right home. Down here in Florida, not too many people are going to wear these heavy wools. And so these aren't really heavy. This is a nice light. I've worn this in the summer. Some of my other suits, like this one I got in Slovakia. It has just simple pants. And I liked these style pants because for me, literally, and ladies, you probably agree, they fit perfectly, straight legs, put on some pumps, some heels, and they're just a zip. Hello. No buttons, just a zipper. I don't know about anybody else. I like things simple, especially with clothes. If it looks good, feels good, easy to take off and put on. And these have lining, I believe. I think these do. They have yes, they have lining, like a short style line. No, they go all the way down, my bad. See? Again, good quality, lined. So the inside is all lined. Let me know if any of you have done this before, where you've sold your stuff online or found a good way to unload your designers. A lot of my nicer stuff, some of it's, I've got vintage as well, because my mom always got me nice vintage clothes. I don't think I have my favorite jacket in here. And this is just a simple, again, classic pieces. They'll never go out of style. These are camel colored, nice little jacket. Goes, you can wear this over a pair of jeans again. These are pieces, never go out of style. And they make you feel empowered. I know for myself, when I get dressed up, and I feel good, I feel like I can take on the world no matter what it is. Yeah. Yeah. That's the way life should be. Oh, I'll take that one next. This one. This is another one I'm going to end up selling. Just like the pantsuit, and I didn't say who the designer was, that had the ribbons, the lacing. This is Sandra Angelozzi. Now this is a very particular style, and I've never seen anything like this before. Again, that's what I look for. I look for pieces nobody else has. I mean, look at this detail right here. This is the way they sewed it. And then when you button it, there's one button in the middle, and it does all this detailing here. Really, really nice, very comfortable, lightweight wool. And the pants. Now the pants are very unique. So the pants, the front of the pants match this detailing, and they have a belt across it. So although it has a zipper, you know, the pants zipper's on the back. So there's the back side. But the front, now check this out. When you put these on, whoopsie, you have these buckles going across. Is that not the raddest? It's so cool. And who doesn't want something everybody goes, where'd you get that? That's really stylish. You know, we watch Hollywood and there's all sorts of great styles we want to copy, but why not go make your own style? Do your own thing. Come up with your own unique way of looking and being. I haven't done all this in a long time. It feels really good. I like trying on my clothes. I'm actually reinventing my own style right now as we speak. Mostly because I realize a lot of this is no longer my identity, which we create personalities and characteristics and coping mechanisms are all part of surviving in this life. We really want to thrive, right? So why not just be our ridiculously authentic self, hence the group, right? Because if you can accept yourself as you are, everybody else around you will eventually follow suit. They either like you or they don't. And you don't have any control over that, nor should you worry about it. Well, there's some little hookies that I forgot about. I have all sorts of hangers all over the place. This is cray-cray. So there's that one. I've got a doggy under my feet. He's so sweet. He just wants to be close to me. He's been missing me a little bit. I don't mind. Now, I know I'm going to have to get rid of this because I no longer wear this. This is something I would wear under one of my suits as well. In fact, the next suit I'll show you, which I really, really love, is super cute. I have this kind of a, what color would you call that? It's kind of a purple. And you can tell that it needs to be all put away because it's all dusty. It's kind of a bluish with a purple hint to it. Kind of indigo-ish with a sheen. And these pants are 3/4, they kind of come down like a capri. Now I got this at Stefano. I remember when Stefano wasn't quite as flashy, but their qualities gets better, and then I haven't shopped there in a long time, so I can't really speak for it now. This little jacket is so adorable. Look at this. This is one of my favorite little suits too, right? Again, buttons up here. It has little pockets. I didn't undo the seams, but they do have pockets in them. I just keep some things sewed down because it keeps the form of the clothes and you're not ruining all the lines that are created in it. This is super cute too because these pants, simple. I wear these, when I wore these, I should say, I would they come down just because they're more of a, oh my goodness. See, this is what happens when you haven't touched your clothes for a while. You have to go in and clean off. This is coming from the hanger. Especially these types of hangers will oxidize and you have to be really careful. Dry cleaners use them quite often. If you have good quality clothes, first off, you shouldn't be using crappy hangers. I'm just going to say that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch out the hanger on that one. I'll just take one of these because we're going through this all anyway. Boy, oh boy, I need some juice. Need some drink me up. Wow, Tickle Me Tuesday. This is tickling me all right. Yummy. This right here is more ideal. Softer, no metal, won't oxidize on the pants. And what I'll do sometimes is I'll go in my closet, and you know it creates a crease. I'll switch the pants around so the crease is no longer on one side. And if it's been sitting for a while, you can tell because it's got a crease in it. And then we put the jacket back on there. Voila. Oh, I forgot the shirt. This is a really cute little shirt that I got at Banana Republic. So it's got that stretchy material. And I just like the color and the feel of it. This is something I would actually wear. Like, I might bring that suit with me specifically while I'm up in New York City visiting with my sisters and my niece, because it's simple and it'll be perfect for New York. And it's still part of the style that I really do like. Oh, what do you think? Is there anything in here that y'all go, oh my gosh, I would not get rid of that. Oh my gosh, I want that. Let me know, I'm always curious. What's your style? What's your taste of clothing? I mean, I can go from all the way to the hobo direction to all the way to the classy dress me up. And I do have a couple outfits that are dress me up in there right now. So we do that. Okay, keeping on with this train. I have a couple vests in here. Now, there's nothing wrong with having a classic vest. I've had these two vests for years. One is just a simple Gap black vest. I just like the simple black, but I love the inside of it too because it's fun. I may or may not keep that. I'm not using it, but it's the kind of thing where you go, maybe I'll wear it at least once, and if I never wear it again, then I'll definitely time to get rid of it. Now this is a leather or suede that I got at Limited Express years ago. And I like the paisleys on the back, and it's just very simple. I've taken care of it. It's in really great shape, you know. Check it out. Oh, can you see those pretty paisleys? So, we'll see. If somebody else can use it, I'm willing to get rid of it. It's time to check and see where it'll be better serving. Now, again, more pieces. Oh, goodness. The dust in here has gotten really, really horrible. Okay, so this over here, another Maximata pair of pants. I will never forget when I got these altered. The woman tried to put them on my hips like that was the proper style. And I'll tell you that a lot of people give other people their power to say, oh yes, that looks good on you, or it doesn't look good on you, when it really doesn't. They're actually lying to you as sales representatives. In that particular case, they were. These are a crepe style pant. They're not lined either, but you know what? In the summertime or evening for like a dress up gala, if you have to prefer pants, these are perfect. And I had them tailored up to my waist. Now, mind you, the crotch is way down here. And when she took them down, and she took them down on my hips the first time, and she's like, oh, è la moda, it's the fashion. And I looked at her and said, not with my crotch down here, it ain't. I didn't say that actually. Because, hey, when you pay good money for something and you want it to be done right, and in particular with fashion, some places you're paying for the alteration too. Even if you're paying a lot of money for the clothes, some places still charge for the alteration. And I don't recall if I'm pretty sure I had to pay for that alteration. But it's worth it every time to get it right. And then this is a beaded blouse that goes around the neck. It's open in the back. It's really heavy, actually. It's so pretty. And I wore this probably for New Year's Eve years ago when I was living in Naples, Italy. Both of this I can sell, no problem. I'm not attached to it. I could see myself wearing it, but that doesn't mean I need to. And now, okay, try not to These buddies really under my feet. That's funny. I love this. This, I got it. I'm trying to think. It's called Vertigo. Paris is the designer. And because there's so much dust, it needs to be shaken off. And I know if you have, like myself, had things out. It's a really pretty applique on the shoulders. So there's really strong detailing of applique and embroidery. And it looks really nice with jeans too, and a skirt or whatever, again, you choose to put on. You could even put this blouse underneath, which I've done. This is another classic entière, which I got at Nordstrom. I did a lot of shopping at Nordstrom over the years. They knew me well too. My credit card company when I was, not my credit card company, my credit union when I was getting out of the Air Force and doing all this shopping, they were awesome. They would call me up and ask me, did you make this major purchase at Nordstrom? Yes, that was me. I love that. They even called me when I lived in Italy. So can you see these shoulders and the detail in this? Isn't that beautiful? And you could, I'd like to play with this. Oh, thank you so much, Kimberly. I appreciate your presence too. And I appreciate reading that because it makes me feel like at least I'm showing up in the right way to inspire as best as I can through my own life. This, oh, the other thing is, look at the sleeves. The button's one of those buttons that goes straight through. Isn't that cool? I love stuff like this. I can't wait to read all your comments and how your style is. Like, what's your preference of style? This also, very simple looking. Sometimes you look at things on the racks, and I'm the kind of person that I'll look on the rack, but then I'll want to try it on, because when you try it on, it doesn't look anything like that plain thing on the rack, right? So this has little slits on the sides. You could tuck it in if you wanted. It has a nice sheen, and it's herringbone kind of print going through it, very fine, making pinstripe appearance. And again, that really cool sleeve cuff action. I love stuff like this. Very unique. Conversation starters too, right? I like anything that, like I said before, it's just different, and people are going, where did you get that? And let me tell you some of my most admired pieces that people have asked me, where did you get that? They came from a market somewhere in Europe, or Forever 21 in the States. It's all about how you put clothes together, right? So that will be on the sale rack. I'm just going to have to put together a whole sale page. Not on, I'm talking marketplace. And we have another, I know I've got another hanger in here somewhere. Now, when it rains, which it is the rainy season here in Florida, I'm going to use this one. Oh, there it is. This is just a little rain jacket. It's just the Gap. I like plaid and I like pastels, so I just got it, you know, and it works well. And it's got the slit in the back. It's fun. It's playful. One of my many sides and my many flavors. I'm going to put this off to the side. It does not need... A lot of stuff ends up in this rack because I'll take it out of a closet, and then it's easier to put it there than try to find a space in the closet. And a couple times in my closet, some of the stuff was just disorganized and I had to go through it again. And I did go through my closets at one point and reorganize them, but you know, we're always downsizing, trying to find ways to be more efficient. At least I am. There's something in my ear. Let's take a sip. Cheers to making progress. So when I had brought this other moving wardrobe in, was because the stuff I definitely am going to sell go in there. And there's a good amount of that is going to go in there. Like I said, some of that stuff is going to be packed and put away, or I can't say packed and put away because now we're going into the cooler season. So I probably, if I'm going to wear them at all, because they're more this season, the winter season coming up, I may put them in the closet, which is where they would normally be. This is a great opportunity to dust, by the way. Ugh. Yeah, I prefer closets that are covered and closed because of the dust factor. And here, everything, if you have a dog, if you have carpets, if you have printers, even our human skin creates dust particles. In the office environment, and I was in computers for so many years, the biggest contributor to dust is the printer. I had to know that for a test, by the way. Now, ooh, I'm knocking over, oh my gosh. I'm knocking over the jewelry. Okay, now, I'm just gonna pull these over. So, again, more classic pieces. This is what happens with dust. I have a broken hanger. That's going in the trash, or the recycling, I should say, because plastic. Putty's like, what's going on up there? No, he's snoozing, actually. I love having his company. It's really, really sweet. It's being very good today, too. So this is an Ann Taylor, just a classic little coat. But there's little itty bitty pockets that you can't even tell they're pockets. Check this out. This is so cool. I'm enjoying this. Are y'all enjoying this? I think I just broke a hanger. Uh-oh. Oh well, I'm sure I got plenty to replace it. Check this out. I'm going to have to put it on for you to see it better. And watch the fan. See, I'm very mindful of the fan. There's a little leather strip along here. The zipper, it's a double zip. This is what I really like. If it doesn't have a double zip on it, to me it's almost insulting. Even designer. Like, really, you should be able to lighten up your waistline, because you never know if you're sitting down and you just want to sit like that, right? But it's just very simple. And look at these little pockets. You can't tell they're pockets because of the way that they sewed them in. Kind of reminds me of Janet Jackson, you know, like Rhythm Nation tour or something. Ugh. Oh. All right, little black jacket. What does that go with? Pretty much anything. Let's see if we can use this hanger. That I can get rid of as well. I could see myself using this stuff if my life was a little bit different. But at the moment it isn't. Stay.
I gotta poop so bad.
Welcome to our world. What? Oh, that's so funny because we had an interesting conversation. I was at my chiropractor's office earlier today, and I had a really, really good session. He doesn't just do adjustment, but there was a serious adjustment that I know is about to start shifting and shaking my world, because there were some things my physical body had manifested that are really deeply lodged in, and I'm looking forward to releasing them. So these two pieces, this is what I kind of call the sailor outfit. The pants, and there was a little blouse that I got with them. I'll have to pull that over. This is so cute. It's just an A-line with an actual underneath slip that layers it, and that's sweet. And I'm getting rid of this as well because I'm not going to wear this anytime soon. And then the pants, just like navy pants, some of y'all have seen, because they're blue. They have 3 buttons on both sides, and then one side has the zipper with the 3 buttons. Somebody doing lickies. You don't licky. We'd have to stop them from licking. So that is definitely going to a new home. You heard Daddy coming. He's like, oh wait. So now the blouse that I like to wear with that when I was getting dressed up for work, I had a couple. Oh yeah, this definitely has to go, unfortunately. All of this has to go. This is something I can do for Kundalini. Sometimes, and I love my whites, as you can tell, that's where we're predominantly white. This has to be washed. They all have to be washed now that I'm looking at them. So I'll be doing a load of whites. But see how the pretty little ruffles are? And it's like, kind of, it's very elegant. It goes with the skirt, really pretty. I like that.
So I'm gonna have to wash these because that's just how I am. I like to keep my clothes maintained. Even if I'm not wearing them, I don't want them to go bad. And again, I'm gonna have to get rid of these hangers. These hangers are the worst. They really do oxidize and change in the salt air here in Florida especially. This I'm definitely getting rid of. It's just a simple white blouse, and it has kind of like this gold threading through it. We'll put that in the pile. And that's not all going. I have to sort through and put them in there. I'm just making it easier to get through this with y'all. So how are we doing for time? I'm not doing as bad as I thought. I'm doing very well. Now, another blouse that goes well with that is this one here. And this is an Ann Taylor. Simple whites. You can never go wrong with white, right? White goes with everything. Hello. And it has little buttons on the back of the sleeves. I'm just going to put all of the whites together and they're just going to get washed. So this is the wash pile. This I got, oh my gosh, Mango. So this was in in a store in Europe. Oh, I think I just cut my forehead. And it has kind of a lacy detailing through it. It looks super cute on. This I can definitely wear for yoga, for Kundalini. So that is getting washed. Whatever I know I can wear with my yoga is going in the yoga pile. These are ready to go. This I wear normally. I just washed that. That has to be washed as well. A lot of stuff has to be washed. These are just blouses I got at Banana Republic. They're non-iron and they're fitted and they're fun. They're very simple, classic pieces. When I was working at McDill at one job, those came in handy. Just simple pants, dress slacks, and those shirts. Here in Florida, it seems like whenever you go into office environments, you gotta put layers on just to feel comfortable. Because in computer rooms, everything's freezing. This I love, and I have another one that's Prada. And when I found this one, DKNY, I liked it because it's very similar. It has the button up hides the buttons. So when you button it all up, you don't see the buttons. It's nice and form fitted. And the sleeves have this really pretty gathering on them. Isn't that cute? Honey. So it's really sweet, you know. It goes great with all the suits, actually. I'm a little hot now. Taking clothes on and off. It'll heat you up. And this is one of the features that I like about it, is that it's sewn all the way through. So on the inside, it's not just there's the sleeve. It is all the way around the back. So there's a lining behind that. And that's going in the cleaning pile. Let's see if we can stir up this smoothie. So much better when it's stirred up. Almost there, almost there. And then, of course, how many of you have shopped at Bebe? This is the Prada version of the one I just tried on. This also needs to be washed. It's a lighter version. The other one has a thicker feel to it because of the sleeves being sewn in. But this particular one is different because it overlaps. So again, you sew it's hidden when you're buttoned up. And then look at the sleeves. And this, so pretty. Stay, buddy, stay here, honey. Come here, baby, come here, buddy. Stay, come lay down. You lay down. So this is the Prada version. Oh, he's locked himself out and he can't get out. Stay, sit.
Has that happened to you before?
Nope. Come here, boo.
Come here. You want to put it outside?
No, he was okay in here. if he wants to lay down, he's good. Somebody got locked in the door. That was funny. Come lay down, baby. He's a sweetie poof. Who's my sweetie boo? So again, it's a size 40 in Prada. That's going on the, I don't need it, but I can always wear it. So until I get rid of it. Lay down, honey. This is a Bebe. I like poofy sleeves. It brings me back to the Renaissance. Anyone? If you like different styles. I love those old-fashioned outfits where you see these big, elaborate costumes. And this one gathers. Come over here, honey. Gathers when you actually button it up. Come on, boo. Come on. He's so sweet. Lay down. Lay down. He's a good boy. And then when you button it, you see, it's very flattering. You can put the collar up or down. I've worn vests over this. I've worn the black vest with my red velour. They're kind of like a, you know, more Christmassy, but they're 3/4 length. So they look, you know, all very festive. Ah. Thank you. Another going to the whites cleaning room. Now, when I did Matthew Kinney's listen to me, raw vegan culinary course, I got one of these. Now, I clearly need to wash it because it's yellowing around. Don't use bleach, by the way. Chlorine bleach just turns whites yellow. The best thing to use is hydrogen peroxide. And if that doesn't work, there's something that my girlfriend taught me. She said it's called Barkeeper's Secret, and I've used that in my sink. And it really does clean very, very well. So this is going in the dirty whites. I'm going to clean all these whites up. Now, this is bringing me back to my let's go out dancing in Italy nights. This is the belt. I could probably put this on. This will be fun. Now, it's kind of like a little jumper dress. It is a dress, although it should be shorts for as short as it is. And it has pockets. Oh, told you I might be doing a fashion show. Anybody else? How do you get dressed? I wasn't kidding when I said it was short. Yeah, it has a little slit. And yes, it still fits. So, if I put it on, I button it all the way up. Let's try it here. I'm going to just skip all the buttons on the bottom. It's got these pockets. Now, try sitting down in this one. Then you get the belt, which goes through the loops. We're going to skip the loops. And we're just going to do this. Alright, so try sitting down in this one. It's got stretchy material. It is super cute, especially if you're young and flashy and want to get dressed up. I mean, it is a mini dress. It's a kind of a mini dungaree dress almost. But it's not that hard dungaree feeling. It's very soft and it has the nice stretchiness to it. We have a ghost in the house. It's just the door doesn't shut. Let's see. Alrighty, and it's not as difficult as it looks to get it off. But there are little buttons up around the sleeves that cinch it around your arms. So hopefully if the next owner of this does not have super built arms. I mean, I do, but they're not as big as they have been in the past. I used to do a lot of weightlifting when I would, just to keep tone, not like heavy weight bodybuilding. Just enough to keep my body toned and my muscles lean. My goal was never to be bulked up. Those are all different goals. I didn't have as much that. I just wanted to be fit and feel good. And that was a struggle most of my life. I might have looked fit, but I didn't always feel good. process, a learning process. So this brand says PEG. And I know it's Italian because it says Prodotto Italiano, Italian product. And PEG. It's 97% cotton, and then it's elastin, you know, gives it that stretchiness. So this is super cute. I'm always willing to part. I'm going to have a lot of posting to do, a lot of pictures to take. And this is cute too. I wore this not long ago. It's a little bubble dress, and it's kind of a light dungaree. The bubble in the inside is lined and has this elastic on the bottom to cinch it, and it has pockets, and it has a nice little bow, drawstring in the back. Super cute. I do wear it because it's quick and easy, and I love dresses that you can throw on, because anything you can throw on and easily take off, it just makes my life easier these days. Simple. Voila, primo. Yummy, yummy, yummy. All right. So now we have a little jacket. This Zara. So the Zara in Italy that I used to go to when they first opened up, because Zara is a Spanish brand. I believe Penelope Cruz and her sister were both the faces of it for a long time. I don't know if they still are because I haven't been shopping in Zara in ages. But I found, first off, this is one of my favorite colors. I found this jacket. I fell in love. The quality is amazing. It's a medium, and it's lined. It has particular unique detailing. I mean, it has bubble sleeves, 3/4 length, that are also, it's fully lined. There are these snap buttons. Snaps even better, right? Snaps. And then this, you can belt it or not, right? And it's so cute. And it goes with jeans or anything. And I probably will definitely keep this because it's fun. And it's fashionable. And especially in my line, my fashion sense anyway. Now, funny enough, I never did do this, but I just noticed very similar. So this is a linen dress that I've had for years, and I haven't worn this recently, so I'm going to have to throw it in the wash. It's see-through, though. That's the only thing that stinks about it, because it is sheer. It's very simple, so you got to know what you're wearing underneath that. It definitely has to be washed. It's really, really pretty. The V-neck, very flattering. I am willing to part with it because I hadn't worn it in a while, but it is getting washed. So we'll see what happens. Some of the pieces I have, I've worn so many times. This dress here, for example, this goes back to, I don't even remember where I got this. I think I got this in Italy, back in the beginning of my Air Force career. And it's just very simple, and it looks like nothing on there, on the hanger, but it's really flattering on a woman. It just hits the hips just where you need it. I'm willing to get rid of it. I've had it for so long. I don't really have attachments to some of these things. I think I'd be willing to get rid of a lot of things if somebody really, really wanted it. Okay, that's fine. This is super cute. Forever 21 has really cute stuff. I like, again, the sleeves. And it's just a regular dress, straight, pretty color. Willing to part with that as well. These, I got in Italy. And I have this really cool necklace. I don't even remember where I got this, but I've had this for a long time too. And you can make this shorter or longer, but I like wearing it long like this. These are two different styles, or two different colors. They're the same style, and the bottom of it looks like this, right? It's like a t-shirt material. It's just so soft and like lays on your skin. It's so comfortable. The thing is, I took bobby pins because I didn't like the bottom of it, and I tucked it around so that when I wear, and I took them off on this one when I washed it the last time, but when I wear it, it looks like it's sewn up underneath. And believe it or not, it feeds all the way through. almost like a pocket inside. It's the most unusual thing. And if you really wanted to, and I've played with it, you could take a scarf or a belt around, but it's just a unique feature of the dress. You could wear it as a top, a long top. I've worn both, and these are my favorites. I do wear those. Just depends on where and when. This I've had for years too, and it's surprisingly, because the color, and it's a classic thing that I could throw on a sheath dress, very simple, polyester. The material's not the greatest, but I've worn this a lot. I wore this a lot when I lived in Italy, and I remember going to a really fancy restaurant in Rome wearing this dress, and it was kind of strange, and I felt a little bit uncomfortable, but really like empowered. I remember going to the bathroom, and at the time I was out on a date with the man that I had just started seeing, and I'm walking across the room, and he told me later, he said, "Wow, I almost feel embarrassed to be with you because all the eyes were on you," and I could feel it like when I walked in the room, and it was an interesting experience because it was like, wow, people noticed me, and I'm very humble. I didn't have a high sense of self-worth. Like, I didn't think I was that pretty growing up, but then I was always told, oh, you're a heartbreaker, you're beautiful, you're this, and I'm like, whatever. Like, I didn't know how to take a compliment. So that was very humbling. I'm willing to part with that. Now, I have a couple other things going on in here. Okay, this is a BCBG, and I have worn this when I was working in Europe, and it is super, super cozy, comfy. I'm going to get rid of this. I don't wear this anymore. It's great for summer. It's beautiful colors. You know, that little jacket would go great if you got cold. It's got a little tie behind. I've tied it around. I triple tie it sometimes so that the tie comes around the front. Yep, that's going to go. This, I don't remember where I got. I think I got this in Italy. It says oh no, this is from Santorini, my bad. Now, this is a silk cotton blend, I believe. And it cinches right here so then it drapes over. I mean, it has a little slip top underneath it. Very pretty colors, and especially in the summertime when you got a nice tan, this is a great color on. I'm willing to get rid of that. Next. Oh my gosh, do I really have that much more to go through? Okay. This is a wrap dress from Banana Republic I've had for a long time. It's got lilac flowers in it with blue and some camel. That I'm willing to part with. I don't wear it as much anymore. Yeah, that's ready to go. Huh. Sometimes you see clothes together and you think, I could put certain things together I'd never considered. These are, again, I love my whites. Favorite pair of white linen pants. I do wear these off and on. I'll throw on like wedge flip-flop sandals. I got these at the French Connection in Paris, probably in the year 2000. I'm going to hang that one back up and keep the whites over there. This is a dress that's an off-the-shoulder single dress. Like, got this at Forever 21 years ago. And so here, it's got a really soft material just like these outfits. And if you are looking for a sexy dress, it's all yours. I'm going to do this, see if I can get it to hang that way. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, I could definitely part with that. Now, this Italian brand, Blue Nauta, silk. Layered, it's very, very pretty. I'm definitely willing to part with that. That's going to go in the pile. And it could go for a nice dinner party or something, but yeah. This I got in, I believe I got this in Capri actually. And I use this for Kundalini. It can be, if you have bathing suits and cover-ups, this is typically what you find for a cover-up or a kirtan or whatever you, caftans, you know, this is a great, put it over the bathing suit. More white, more white. This I'm getting rid of. Needs to be washed. All that's washed. This I accidentally, and I don't know how, washed it with something that had, I think blue. When Dad and I were in Lisbon, we were using the washing machine. I don't even know how it ended up mixed with it, but it ended up totally changing. It was much brighter and more like white, off-white, and it was really pretty. It still is, but I think it's time. Either that or I wear it over a bathing suit, because that's the other thing. You can wear these kinds of things over bathing suits. I can still wear it for Kundalini too, because the color is appropriate. In fact, I will wash that again and see if I can get that coloring out. Sometimes you put certain stuff in together and it works. This is BCBG as well. This has a funny story too. I was going back to Italy, and I was staying with my then Italian boyfriend. I'm very grateful that this happened but didn't ruin. I ended up losing some clothes as a result of, I brought some hydrogen peroxide from our washing, and I had it in a small container, and it leaked. So a bunch of my clothes got totally bleached. And I'm talking 30% hydrogen peroxide, which is the really strong stuff. And you have to dilute it when you use it in the wash anyway, so I was hoping I could have used it. It actually affected the colors, but you can't tell because it looks like it's naturally faded. And this is a really cute little dress. I mean, if somebody's interested, let me know. I don't know. I'm going to post that as well. I mean, I could totally wear it again, but I'm not like rushing out to go wear it. This is going to be hung back up because I know I will use this. Some of this stuff is going to have to go into the closets, but it is getting shuffled around. And I have to check and see if this all needs to be wiped off because the dust situation I was noticing. Oh my goodness. Yep. Now, coming into the formal stuff, now I have this little dress which I like to throw on once in a while because it's super simple and it's cute. Oh. This is definitely going to be kept. This is one of the exceptions with these silver hangers, is because they have those little hooks on the ends. When you have a dress like this, it's nice to be able to place them like that. Let's put that there. This I got at Forever 21, and it's just so cute. And I don't know how I've been able to hold on to this. I've been able to wash it by taking this pin off. Initially, it was sewn to the shirt, and then I took it off, and then it just goes back on. But it's just like a little fake cameo, and it's a cute little top. I've worn this a lot with jeans, and it's really comfortable. It's soft and cotton. I'm happy with cotton. I like natural fibers on my body. Anybody else? They want to feel soft, delicate, drapey, all those beautiful things. The green dress. This is Mac Studios line, and I really love the colors. The color is one of my, obviously I love green. I have green eyes, that kind of works. That I'm willing to part with, so I can post that. This I love. I haven't worn it in a little while, but I've worn this, not that, I think I wore it last year as a matter of fact, with some pants, some jeans. It has this like elastic at the end of the sleeve, and it is a little bit of it's a polyester, like let's see what the material says it is. It's a microfiber nylon with spandex, basically. But because of the way the top is, it's soft. It feels really nice on the skin. There are exceptions. Here's an elegant dress I got at Cachet in the mall here up the street years ago. Off the sleeve, shoulder. I think I bought this for going out somewhere once. Maybe I'll wear this to the wedding. November? What do you think? Wedding material? I'll have to model it. Put that back up here. This is one of my favorite shirts that I got in Zara years ago. I just love the cuffs. And I have a pair of 3/4 length pants that I think are Maximata pants that I used to like to wear with these. They're in the closet. Some of these need to go back in the regular closet and not out here. Especially just shirts. This is more for, it was for the excess stuff. Now, this is a dress, more formal. This is a Maximata dress. Ooh, hello. I have a lot of extra stuff. So this is a very fancy Maximata Portofino. No, Pianoforte di Maximata. Purely silk, red. We love red, right? Check it out. It has the boning, right, to keep the form. Very simple. Has a nice little, has a double flare on the back. And there's sparkles all over the dress because of the scarf that I bought at the same time. This is also Maximata, if I'm not mistaken. And it's silk. It's made in Italy, either way. And it has a silky side, right? Isn't that gorgeous? And then it has this decal and all this blingy, blingy gold. Definitely one of my favorites. Even if I don't wear these things every day. Something I could definitely put on right away. I like to rhyme. Anybody else out there? I like playing with words. So that I'm going to keep for now, but I am willing to part with them at some point. This is a dress. Honestly, I just wear this around the house now at this point because it is kind of sheer. It's just simple. It's just a t-shirt dress kind of deal. Very long t-shirt dress. In fact, that's going to go in the, I wear it around the house pile, which normally goes in a drawer because I have some drawers that I reach for when I'm just in the house. The pink bubble dress has a history. And you can wear, there were two straps, but for some reason one of the straps disappeared. But you could always do one strap across the neck if you wanted. But no, this is really meant to be strapless. The last time I wore this, and I have these amazing shoes with purse to match, total crystalline with like Sparkle City. Got a lot of compliments on those shoes. This is the pink bubble dress. Do you know I got this at Forever 21? I have had more compliments on this dress with those sparkly shoes. And I have this really wide, I think it's quartz necklace that looks like, you know, the whole decollage is, your decollage, I'm sorry, your whole chest is covered, right? I can't even think of words today. And it has the ribbon sash that you would put around it, which one side is apparently broken. So let's just do this. We'll hang it back on the hanger. I had taken the little hookies off because it wasn't staying. I'm going to end up, you know, the clamp style, I'll put that on one of those. And I can take this off as well. I don't need that on right now. Moving down the line. All right, this, another favorite piece, and I have worn this not that long ago. This especially because it's always nice. This is a linen little jacket that I got, 3/4 length sleeves, and these pants. The linen pants, it's just pleated. It almost looks like it's slit down the sides. And I believe this is, I've seen this style come back recently. I got these in Rome. That's the back. I got these in Rome years ago, and they are super, super comfortable. And I would wear, I had some wedge, they almost look like the, oh, what kind of style shoes are those? The ones with the cloth. Forgot, doesn't matter. But I'm keeping those for now. But it's still, again, taking care of your stuff. Appreciating what you got, taking care of it. Maybe it'll last you forever. You don't have to go always buy new stuff. This I had perfectly tailored. I designed this. I just had it made for me. I bought the material. I asked that it be fitted. And it's polka dot. Let's see which one's the front, which is the back. That's the back. This is the back and this is the front. I asked at the time I was living in Bratislava, Slovakia, I asked for it to be perfectly tailored to me. So it goes around the neck, right? And then it's perfectly fitted and it is lined, it's 2 layers. And it has the little ruffles at the bottom. And I wanted this specifically for a suit that I had made as well. Because in the other room I have this cream colored suit that is just so pretty. Because I wanted something similar to the Maximata one that I showed earlier. But that one has a zip up the center to make it simple. So yeah, this is something I had made for me. My own design. I wanted to be a fashion designer growing up. That was my other passion as a child. I drew designs, clothing designs, things that I enjoyed and appreciated. We'll put that there for now. Some of this is definitely going to have to go in the closet. Shirts need to be in the closet because I have layered shelving in there. And the shirts are shorter and it fits better. This is one of my favorite, just throw on tube top dresses, and you can even wear it as a skirt. So I've done that too, where you fold it over. This I got in Greece, and I love green. Once again, favorite. I was seriously considering wearing this to the wedding. I was thinking about it earlier today. Because it is so, I consider it to be classy and elegant, just as it is. It's just simple tube top. It's this Greek designer named Donna Corbella, and it's lined. It's 2 layers. There's a layer that goes about, let's see, it comes down to, where'd it go? Oh no, it's just the top part. I thought it went all the way down. But I've worn it before and gotten lots of compliments, and you can pull it up and cinch it shorter. Everything's fixable to how you want it. I'm going to flip it the other way. I'm going to put it back on this hanger. My bed is covered with clothes. It's like a closet exploded. Let's purge. How are y'all doing? No baby heart attacks, really. It's just a lot of pictures that need to be taken and clothes that need to be posted. So we save space and hang things together like that. But I know where exactly where it is, right? So I'm going to put this one right here. Now, as we're moving along the line, fun stuff. I am so ready to part with this. This had its life. This was one of my dancing outfits. You know, you get the right bra underneath this. It's all blingy, purple. All the sequins all over it. I wore this for New Year's one year as well. That's going in the I'm ready to post it pile, which I'm going to have to sort through again. This is a fun little dress that I got at Stefanel. The dungaree top dress is, I just love this. It's so unique. It's all button up, all like snap button. And the white one underneath I bought at the same time because I thought it was so cute. So I would wear this cute little white, the bra fit perfectly, it was hidden, and then I'd have it just open in the front. Yeah, fun. I'll keep this because I do wear it. Not regularly, but I do wear it. This is a black dress. One of the many classic pieces to keep. It's more winter though, so when I travel, it's more something that I would wear, and it's very easy to pack. But the back on this is the bomb. So from the front, it's very simple. It has a unique cut across so that when it's on you, it kind of comes down a little bit. And then the back is completely open. Now, the last time I wore this, just like the bubble dress, was at the Venice Film Festival. And what I did, I believe I had my hair up because I had, I believe my red, I took my necklace, and it's super long, and I wrapped it so that you only saw the red here, and the long part of the red went down my back. Because you gotta do something unique. You gotta have your own style. So yeah, that's a fun dress. I really love this dress. Oh, anybody out there have any favorite pieces they just cannot part with? I mean, I'm already obviously pointing out I've got some that I don't want to get rid of. But at the same time, there's a certain point in your life where you realize, I could probably part with that. White linen blouses never go out of style, so I have 2 in here. One is and I do wear these, and I wear them for Kundalini sometimes too, because we need little layers to stay warm in the rooms. This one's cute, it's short, and the other one, I just had these for a while. One is Stefanel and the other one's Maximata. And these go over here. do. I color coordinate. So my colors will all, as you can see, whites, lights, go into the darker. These are fun pants as well. I wonder if it would go with that polka dot thing that I just pulled out. Where did I put that? Over there? Sometimes I see something and go, ooh, I wonder if that'll go with something I'd never paired before. Did y'all do that? These are fun because when I bought this, and it had a little wrap top that matched exactly, I got these in Rome, and the brand on these is Miss Money Money. And they have a lining in them that are just short linings, but they're sheer through otherwise. And I had a light blue, still have it actually, it's in that closet. It's a little draped top, and it just looks super cute. And then sometimes I'll put a little white on top. Yes, this one's fun as well. Then there's the Grecian Dress, which I wore not long ago. Wore this with my dad when we were at the Métus castle, where they make the Métus wine. This I got in Santorini because I found some really nice pieces. Really nice little shirt, sheer, but perfect for summer. Has a little draw string in the back. It has a little dust that I'm picking off. I keep that for now. Now these, I'm probably gonna have to donate these. These are not something I would sell. I've had this for so long. Now the material is very similar to this here, which I'm gonna hang back up, because it's so, like, it embraces you when you wear these. And I have this in a turquoise, a raspberry, this color. I should have gotten more colors, but you know what? I was lucky I got as many as I did because I just love the different styling. Like, this is the sleeve of one side. Like, it comes out right here. Your wrist comes out, your arm comes out here. And so it just makes all sorts of different shapes on you. It forms to your body. So it's fun, but it's probably almost time to retire it. And I know that I'll get retired shortly. Again, more Kundalini. These are more formal Kundalini outfits. This is what I usually bring to solstice, and I have a beautiful silk scarf that goes with it that has this particular embroidery at the bottom of it. It's more when I do the white tantra that I wear that one. These are some of the, gosh, I forgot what they call these pants. They look really big when you put them on because this is what they do. These are fun. These are all cotton too, and they're super comfortable. Check these out. They look like pajama bottoms, right? And you put these on and you pull the drawstring and they look like you're wearing big baggy pants. These are super comfy. And just like under this blouse, the pants are similar. They're actually bigger. And they're meant to cover you up. It's part of the tradition that you're covering yourself, but to keep you comfortable. Yeah. Kundalini attire. Oh. I got these when I was in India in 2013 on my trip. All of this I bought there. I was just in the beginning of my teacher training. Who'd have thought that I would be wearing in it? Now this I keep for, and I don't even know why this was even out. Again, this seasonally, everything would have been put away. This is a North Sail, reversible. I should check the pockets. Who knows what I got in them? Hey, do y'all do that? Sometimes you find money in them. I always find money in my stuff. I leave money just because I will do that. This I will wear when I'm at solstice if it gets cold at night for winter solstice, not summer. I don't need it right now. It's kind of funny that it's over here. I'll probably start putting my stuff together in a couple months. I like to prepare before I go to my winter solstice events. In advance, I start putting aside the boxes and bins because I bring out my blanket. I bring out a heater, an extra heater just in case I get cold. I like to be well prepared. How about that? Anybody else out there? I'm not camping. I'm just making sure I'm comfortable. And I usually do the camp the cabin leader. So I'm in a cabin, but sometimes it gets really cold. Last year was perfect. It didn't get very cold. Almost there. So here's a cute little denim skirt that I'm willing to part with. So that's going to go, I still wear it. I throw it on sometimes, but you know, it's not important. And here's another one of those tops. And so technically the tag is here, but you could flip it around if you wanted. Who knows, I might wear that a little bit later today. I'm going to put that off to the side actually. I might just do that. These are another pair of Kundalini pants that I haven't even worn, believe it or not. These are enormous. I'm gonna sell these. These I know I'll sell because they're really, really. There's a lot of people that need a bigger size, but the pretty part is the eyelet. Look at that. Look at all the detail work in that. I got these in India. Any size, they'll fit any size. So, yeah, those I'm gonna list for certain. I forgot, there's a special name for these styles of pants, and I'm totally forgetting the name of them, but look at that, they're like super huge. They're fun. I'm gonna place these over here because they are gonna be listed soon. And all of this stuff is gonna be listed because I'm ready to get rid of it, and I need to literally move energy and space out of here. Oh, I love this dress. I have another one, same style, totally different pattern, but this is silk and it's sheer. And I have these gorgeous pair of Ernesto Cervino shoes. They're red and they have tassels on them and they're so sexy. I wore this in, I think it was Pasha in one of the clubs up north in Italy. Love this dress, but I am willing to part, maybe. I'm going to put it off to the side. I have worn that not long ago. This is fun too. So, first off, I wear this all the time too. Has a little tassel-y top. Throw this on top of a pair of white shorts. Very simple. That'll go over here. That I need to, you know, I didn't pull this out. It's time for this one to go. It's Max Mata. It's beautiful color, gorgeous. You can go with that skirt. This is super cute. I think it's Guess. Yeah, it is. I can wear that. I can even get away with that with Kundalini probably. So we'll put that in the white department. Over here, I have worn this dress. Love this. It's super comfy. And then this top behind it is another Guess top, which I adore because it's heavy first off, but it's so airy. I'll wear like a little bralette, little short, small little bra, cotton underneath that, and it's really flattering actually. I haven't worn this in a little bit, but see. It's a little harder to wash because of all these little beads and stuff, and I've lost a bunch of them, but it is super cozy. I like this top. I'll put that on a hanger. Make sure I don't. This will get donated before, or it'll probably end up in the trash. I'll wear it to that point. How many of you wear your clothes till they're no longer wearable? I do that a lot with certain things, especially if they're great material and it feels comfortable. I'll literally wear my clothes to the trash. This is just a nice little white top, linen. I got this at Stefanel as well, Italy. I wasn't kidding when I said I had a lot of Italian clothes. Now these need to go in the closet because these are sweaters. See, this I used to have with a certain pair of capri style pants. It's chenille kind of. It's really, really soft. I got this in Belgium when I was living and stationed up in Liège in the Tongeren area. That needs to go in the closet. This was gifted to me from a girlfriend of mine. It's just super cute. It's very short. It's very comfy. It's a good go-to sweater, like when I need a sweater to throw on, because it keeps me warm, and it is a polyester blend. It works. It keeps me warm. This I will definitely put back up here. I'll put this over here. Let's see. This I know I got at a market in Italy. Camisano, I believe. I believe it's Camisano. Wow, that just popped into my head. And it's kind of like a V on the back and a V on the front. And it's got this pretty blue ribbon in the very center of the front. This is one of my favorite dresses. And the 3/4 length sleeves is just really sweet. Yeah. Some things are hard to let go of. That's one of them. Now, I'm definitely willing to get rid of these items here. This one here is Fendi. And I got that in Verona. I remember that day too. I was with a girlfriend of mine. Let's see if I can get this off. Ooh, hello. Let's get you off of that. Doo-doo. Interesting. This is a beautiful dress I found in a store. Fendi wasn't as popular back then. And it's ironic because I remember I paid a couple $100 for it. So it's silk. It is such a beautiful color. It goes around the neck. And it goes, for me, and I'm not that tall, I'm just under 5'5". I'm 5'4 3/4, okay? It goes down to my shins. And it fits around. Everybody's different. And I am definitely getting rid of this because I haven't worn it. And it's just, it needs to serve someone else. And that color and that silk is so beautiful. It's soft. And again, I've taken very good care of that. Another silk dress. This one has an open back. And this I got in Italy. I got this in Naples. And it has an open back, so when you put it on around the neck, it looks like a big scarf dress, right? And it goes down to about the mid-back. Pretty, pretty, pretty. It has the V down to about here. Definitely gonna part with that. This, again, another around the neck. This is a Max Studio. Anybody interested? Pretty colors, very pretty colors. All of those I'm listing. These are my, when I walk buddy and I need a jacket to throw on, there's probably money in these pockets. Surprise! Or even gloves, because a lot of times if my hands get cold when it gets colder. I had this one when I was running one of the marathons, and it has a pocket in the back. I love that. This pink one I ordered online from, is it Adidas? Yep. I ordered this online because I just really liked the zip up pockets. And again, double zip up, right? You zip up and you can unzip the bottom one. The orange one, not so much, and I never understood why they didn't do it for both on the orange. This is going in the closet with the other jackets because I don't need it all out here. I got plenty out here. Even down below here, I've got a couple items I need to purge. That's a good point. What the heck is that? Time to vacuum. You can tell I was a blonde at some point because I'm starting to find some of my old blonde hair around my clothes. This I am definitely willing to part with. I'm not that tall, so this dress is a little too long for me. This is a Max Studio. I absolutely adore the color, right? It's a maxi dress, and it goes down. I need heels to wear it without hitting the floor. So it is really, really soft and comfortable. The material is amazing. That's also going to be on the list. What else we got? I have this pretty little blue dress from Old Navy. Simple linen blue. I like it. I wear it. It's not going anywhere anytime soon. Then we have more Kundalini. This is, again, I got this in India. I liked it because, number one, it was off-white, and it goes with the pair of those pants I pulled out. Number two, it has a pocket on the right side. Always good when you can find pockets, right, ladies? So this is going over here with the rest of the Kundalini gear, all the whites. This is, again, another Max Studio. I wear this typically over a pair of shorts or capris like I'm wearing right now. pretty color. It's got a little flare to it. It's kind of like a little doll dress top, right? But I am willing to part with that. I've had it long enough. I'm not attached to it. But I am going to put it back up here for now. And this, I just like this because I got this at Target. I have a teal one, and the teal one unfortunately has a rip in the sleeve. I think I did get rid of it finally. If not, it is going in the bag. But I liked the back of it. So when I put this on, and it's a little sheer, check this out. I love the sleeves. The way it falls on my back and my front. It's just, you can have it up higher or lower. It's just so pretty. And it's super comfortable. So this will be worn until it's ready to go in the trash. That's just one of those things that I do. And I really like something and it feels that good. This is one of them. I may even need this later because I'm going in for a meeting later. And I'm going to need a little bit of cool cover up. So I'll put that. So I won't be wearing this later. I'll put this right here. This belongs in with my bathing suits. This is a bathing suit cover up. I got this from Victoria's Secrets years ago. In fact, so long ago, the tag is ripped. And it's just a nice olive drab green. Pretty, pretty. I like the sleeves where they're open and you can, where your hand goes through. Sometimes I wear this just like this, and sometimes I wear my hand through. But it's soft and it feels good on your skin. I don't always hang these, but sometimes I do. That's one I would hang. This, again, something that needs to go in the closet. I got this in Korea. When I was stationed in Korea, again, my favorite color is green. And it was so warm. I would wear a brown turtleneck with this on top of it. This was one of my favorite buys in Korea. It smelled funny in the beginning. I'll never forget that too. But yeah, sometimes you just find things and you like them so much. There was no, like somebody might look at it and think, oh, that was a boyfriend's or something. No, honey, I bought this. This was super almost like a, what do they call it? Like a robe. It's big enough it could be like a robe. But I love this. This is super nice. And when it's cold, that's something I'll grab and go to. All right, last few pieces. Here we are. And then I'll show you what I got some other stuff over there. This is a sweater. Again, that really needs to go in the closet. I have a belt that goes with it. The back of it and the sleeves are what got me. This is from Stefanel. Again, another Italy find. It has, on the inside, it has these straps that you can pull through and you can fold the sleeve up. If you've seen this before, right? And button it up like this. I've never done that because I never needed to. How fun is that? I love convertible clothing, like stuff that changes its look just in a few little movements. And well, this is one of them. So there's that. And that's just going in the closet. I recently gifted myself a couple new pieces from Forever 21. I found some really good buys. This is going to be worn for my Kundalini yoga teacher trainings and stuff, and when I'm teaching. It's so pretty. Eyelet cotton. First off, it's cotton, y'all. Natural fibers. It's a wrap top. And, I believe, so it has a hole through here. It is so pretty. I don't think I need to convince anybody. I tried it on. I kind of already knew. Sometimes I'll see something and I already know before I try it on. But I've gotten in the habit to try things on unless I'm really strapped for time. And then if I really am strapped for time, I'll take it home. And if I don't like it, I'll bring it back. But, yeah. So I like the way the back is on this. The sleeves are one of the selling point for me, as well as the material and just the look of it. Like, I would just put a bow up on the side or something with this. And again, this is so fun. You can do, loosen it up, whatever you want, right? Fun. And the sleeves. It's all pretty. Something for Kundalini. Another one of my whites that I use when I teach has to go in the wash. I'm finding some things that need to be tidied up in the wash. I need a better. This is just a simple, and I love this t-shirt because it's got that soft drapey feel to it, and it's got a little scoop on the bottom, which I really like, and it does that. This I got at Old Navy. I'm changing up some of these hangers so that they're a little bit nicer, and I'm putting all the whites on the right this time, because before I had all the whites on the left. So put this here. This was gifted to me by a friend from the yoga studio, and I just thought it was fun. A very sweet person who said, I'll get that for you for your birthday. Oh, no, I have that right. Or it might have just been a random, let me gift you. Because sometimes that happens. It's really sweet. There's beautiful people in the world. Allow them to do nice things for you, just like you do nice things for others. And now these are yoga pants. Prana is one of my, I haven't seen a lot of white pants lately that are nice and soft and flowy like these in a while. I have 3 pair on here, and they're going over here. And I just recently got this blouse, also at Forever 21, and I love this. This feels so good on. This material is like silk. Even if it isn't silk, it is so awesome. I think I paid like $17 for that or something. Something really, really reasonable in my mind. Yeah, this is getting me hot now. This was a gift from a girlfriend for my birthday. She got me this pretty blue scarf, and I need to take that off. Tags. So I'm going to take this off because it's way too hot to be wearing this inside. It's a hot day and it's still Florida. Getting caught on my bracelets and my elbows. So tell me how your day is going. You know, when I'm done doing this, I'm going to be reading the comments and see how everybody's faring. If you're doing the challenge, let me know. Has it brought up some stuff for you? What do you think? Do you think it's easy? Or does it take a little bit of mental like fortitude and resilience to not lose yourself in all of this? I mean, obviously I've got all sorts of funny memories. I remember wearing this top especially with my girlfriends. There's probably a picture on Facebook of me. And I think I was doing this with 2 guys on the sides. It was Johnny and another friend. And we were at number 1 or whatever the famous club was there in Capri. Capri, for those of you who say Capri. Italians will call it Capri. This was something I brought back from Omaha. It was in my mom's belongings. And I loved it. So because it was white and because it was my mom's, it was a good way to hold on to her. So I'll be able to keep my mom with me wearing this. I have all sorts of places for scarves, which is fun. These, I have like a whole slew of scarf hanging items. But I do have some scarves. I've been giving some things away as well. I'm finding that makes me feel like at least it's getting into hands of people who can appreciate. This is my little dress, shorts. So it's, if you've seen, there's a video out there of me dancing with this on. I love this. This is so comfortable. That is not going anywhere anytime soon. Put that in here. Except for on my body when I wear it. This again, another beautiful piece. I bought both of those out on Clearwater Beach. I love the sleeves. Isn't that fun? And the tie-dye of it all. Look at that. So much neater already. Now this, I got at Forever 21. It's kind of like a robe or a throw. I'm thinking it's time to let go of this. I don't need this. I mean, I do wear it. I may still grab it, but don't need it. And then we have the infamous jean jacket. You have to have at least one. I have 2. This and the other one that's upside down style that I got at Stefano in Italy, and it keeps me warm when I go places. So that's that. All of this is going to have to go partially in the closet, and then some of that's going to probably get put up over here so I can start purging it. But before I forget, I do have a couple more items over off to the side. These, I'm telling you, it's dusty in here. It's probably not that bad, but it's bad enough that I notice it. These are super cute. Who doesn't like a good pair of pumps? Do you know that I never even wore these? Look, the heels. The heels aren't even utilized. Look at that. Seriously, 7.5. And I don't even remember where, they're Johnny Beanies. So, these are definitely going. Time to put them in with the other stuff. And I mean, they're super cute. I just don't wear heels that high anymore. I could do it, but after a while, I remember, and my toes would get so sore. I have a pair of Christian Dior boots. They look like a Renaissance styling. They're super, super high, to the point where at the end of the night, wearing those, and they come up to here. They lace up. They're really sexy. They're really cool. They're very unique. At the end of the night, my toes had no feeling in them anymore. And I know it traumatized my feet. I know that for a fact. So, And then all this is going to get washed. Underneath in this box, it may not look like it, other than the pillow. The pillow's down there because I have extra pillows. And it never hurts to have extra pillows. In fact, this is going to go in here. Whoops. We'll fix that. We'll put that with the other pillows. Oh, yes, of course. Put that there. So I try to keep things in an organized manner to such a degree that I know where to find stuff. Every once in a while I'll go, okay, where did I put that? I should, because when you go to put something somewhere, what do you think? Oh, I'll remember I put it there, and then you forget. Go figure. Other than that, life is grand, right? So what I have in this box under here, a couple things. Number one, it doesn't even make sense to take I have a bed skirt in there. I have this top that is Guess, and it's silk, and it needs to be sewn right here. So that has to be repaired. I have to double check if that's on the list of things that need to be done. Yeah. So these are a pair of silk cargo pants from Max Mata that I do still wear. I threw them in there because I think I was going to wear them one day and I didn't end up wearing them. So those two items off to the side. And then this goes to that sweater I said had a belt. Plastic bags everywhere. You know what happens? I carry them with me whenever I go anywhere with Buddy. So an extra plastic bag is, a poopy bag. What I have in this box, this is a bed skirt. And because I hadn't had a chance to put it underneath, this doesn't have a box spring. Initially, when I had used this bed skirt, it was with a box spring on my other bed in Europe. And I'm not utilizing it. But in the box is a crystal singing bowl. And I have not taken it out because I haven't utilized it for any private sessions yet. And I will be doing that. This here is a bag of stuff I am donating. Because I do that. I'll throw together some bags that I'm going to get rid of stuff. So this is a definite donation bag. This is from my birthday. It's all my birthday gifts and some items that need to be repaired. These are a pair of pants I believe I needed to sew too. So what I'm going to do actually, since I just said that, that's trash. Do y'all reutilize these? Because I'm telling you, I have a craft bin, and I have found they come in handy when you need to reutilize. Recycle, people, recycle. If you don't recycle, find someone who does, you know that will use them, give it to them. Then they can utilize it and they can recycle it. I kept that box because I thought I was going to send something to someone, but I'm going to throw that in the recycling. These items over here, they need to be sewn. Actually, not this. This is going to go in the drawer. I'm going to put these in here. that's cool. I can do that. Yes. And this is going to be, I wonder what is it I needed to sew on this? Do you ever do that? You're wondering, what was it I needed to sew on that? Maybe I really didn't need to sew anything. I think I just had them tucked down there now that I'm thinking about it. I don't see anything that needs to be sewn. These are a pair that I believe have a little pocket in them too. Yep. I don't see anything that needs to be sewn. So I'm just going to hang them back up because that's where they belong. What is up with that? So much stuff. But you can seriously downsize just by looking at what you got and saying, you know what, it doesn't need to be there because it's just taking up space. And like I said before, for those of you who swap out your seasonal stuff, which I've done that for years, it's just the only thing is when I lived in Europe and when I had bigger homes, they were built in closets. And I have bins, plastic bins, that I would lay out folded perfectly so that the clothes stayed wrinkle-free, clean, well-maintained. Okay, it's winter time, let's take out the summer stuff, hang it up, put away the winter stuff. If you get that system down, you can solve so many problems and keep everything very optimal and less stress and clutter. Because then you're always shifting energy, whether you're turning it in or turning it out, you're changing with the seasons, clothing and everything else. And I have this milk crate because it kept everything off the floor. I'm not really big about having stuff on the floor because first off, when you have a pet, you have fur, and then you have to dust it off. So that's another contributor to, obviously, the dust, which is just part of life. We love our pets. We're not going to get rid of them just because of their fur. And so, another spot in here. I'm just going to place this up here for now. Yeah, we'll put that there for now. So, all the recycling, or donation, is right here. And even back here, it appears I have a box that's covered in dust. This is just an example. I'm not going to walk over there. It's going to end up on top of everything. Buddy's going to start sneezing if he gets a hold of it. So I can't recall what exactly was in this box, which pair of shoes, but it always has a picture at the very bottom. Oh, these are from a pair of sneakers that I have. That probably means there's an extra. The cool thing about Tod's with sneakers, they always give you extra pairs of shoelaces. Well, we got an extra box. I'm going to keep the box because I don't know about anybody else. Along with the bag. What I tend to do is with my nice stuff, again, I keep them in the boxes and the bags that they came with so that you keep them clean and dust free and you're not having to go back and declutter and clean, right? There's a lot of dust. I swear. I'm going to get to all this. One step at a time, be kind on your mind. I say the biggest gift of life is just going with the flow and letting it all go. Like the attachments to things. But in your time and not what somebody else thinks you should do or believes or tries to enforce or inflict upon you. You know, there's compromise in life, but nobody should feel forced or bullied into anything. And the reason I say that is because there's a lot of people in the world that have issues with hoarding, and I understand that. And I'm not gonna say I am or I'm not, because you know what? It doesn't matter. I don't own that label. What I own is that I've collected and accumulated a lot of experience, and that with all of these experiences and these memories, I have to go through in my perfect time to release and process whatever those feelings and emotions are, that I am not defined by these experiences or this stuff. That is part of life. Everything in life is part of, you know, we're contributing. And so when I go through my stuff, I don't expect anybody to know, sense, feel, or even assume, nor should I for anyone else. I'm never going to show up at someone's house and tell them what they should do. You need to do this, you need to do that, because I wouldn't want that done to myself.
And the labels, they're just other forms of bullying or putting someone in a box. When we label ourselves and we label someone else, what we have done is created a limit. And is that healthy is a question. You know, oh, you're always doing this. My mother was so key on using certain language with us growing up. She would correct us. If you would use the different terms like, you always say that, you do that all the time, oh my gosh, when all the time, you know, like things like that, my mother would be very poignant. And it was irritating, and it felt very harsh growing up to have your mother turn around and go, wait a minute, give me an example. Most of the times couldn't even come up with one example, so to say always is so dramatic, and it's assuming, and that's not even real because you're generalizing. And you want to be taken serious, you got to be able to back up what you say. You may say it's truth, but if you don't have the proof, there is no truth. Just because it's in here doesn't mean it's out there. But the irony is whatever is going on in here is what shows up out there for you. So of course, if you think it's your truth, the proof for you is witnessing the internal on the external, but it's not the external doing it to the internal. That's the reality of life. And again, emotions are not your character. They are not who you are. They do not define you. Do not attach to them. Just like the clothing. Don't let them fit so tight, snug, that you allow them to be your second skin or to allow them to be your identity. We create these coping mechanisms because that's how we have been raised, to find ways to survive in the world, ways to handle the traumas of our past. You know, we don't want to experience something, but yet a lot of times that's what we keep experiencing. So let's let that stuff go. What do y'all think? Doing the best we can with what we have. I'm going to clean all this up. Some of this is going to go in the closet, and I will continue. I may have some more days of doing just closets because there's more to be done. This is just the beginning. And let me tell you, once you get that ball rolling, moment to moment to moment, that's what creates momentum, baby. You gotta feel it to heal it, and you gotta sit with it. Confront it, because chances are, if you actually ask yourself the questions of where is this coming from, it has nothing to do with this moment. It's whatever was going on inside and what has been bubbling up and needing your attention. So, this was day 2 of the RAD 30-day declutter challenge. I'm hoping that you're going to show up with me tomorrow for day 3. It's something about cleaning up movie collection. I really don't have a lot of that, so that'll be interesting. We might just sit with my computer. How's that sound? Alrighty, y'all. I'm going to have to do a love spin boom from back here. Hallelujah. Boom. Keep it raw. Stay rad. What?